And so I'll never forget when I bought my first property. We bought it, right? We prayed for a big backyard. That's what me and my wife wanted. When we got our first house, we just wanted a big backyard, right? That's all we wanted, big backyard. My wife, I talked to her, babe, what you want when we get our first house? What you want? I just want a big backyard. I was like, cool, that's it? Yeah, I just want a big backyard. Right? We end up getting 20 acres. We got a big backyard. Got 20 acres. Nice piece of property. Right? So that Christmas, we stoked. Talking about we excited. We got a little land. Right? I want to surprise the kids. I want to surprise the family. I go out and get four-wheelers, ATVs. Right? I want to surprise the family. So I go get the four-wheelers. I park them over on the other side of the garage. We get up Christmas Day. We're going into the main room to look at presents. As we're going into the main room to look at presents, my son looks out of the window and he sees him. And so my son sees him. My son's like, Dad, let's go out to the little four-wheeler little bike things. I'm like, you sure you want to go out with mommy and grandma? He's like, nah, I want to go out. I want to go ride. I was like, okay, cool. Go tell them what we're doing. And so we go out and the girls come out. So it's my mother, my wife, my little sisters. They all come out. And as soon as my wife sees them, my wife's like, no, I'm like, babe, look, four-wheelers. Like, cool, we got land. Let's ride. She was like, no, I was like, man, ain't going to go for a ride, babe. What you think? She's like, no, don't do it. It's dangerous. I was like, it's cool. It'll be fine. And so the way I teach my kids, I teach them in code words. So if something happens really quick, if we find ourselves in an intense situation, I can throw out a word and they can identify with the word and know exactly what it means. So whenever we're doing something and it gets kind of sketchy or shaky or it's an intense situation, we use words. So if something goes wrong really quick, I can just say a word, they can catch it. And so I'm teaching Ink about the four-wheeler. I said the first two code words are skinny and wide. I said, now Ink, when we're turning, you want to turn skinny because if you turn wide, sometimes like it might be a bad situation if we hit a hump and you could throw dad off here. I said, you got it? Got it. I said, now the next two code words are light and heavy. I said, when I say light, you take it off the throttle a little bit, press it. We're going to ride by, do the little presidential wave. We're going to style and we're going to profile. Got it? Yes, sir. I said, now when I say heavy, you mash it. We pedal to the metal. You put it to the floor. We going. Got it? Got it, Dad. They turn on the music. We start riding. So I'm light, heavy, go. He's getting it. Right? Wide, he's getting it. He's riding. But he's a young boy. So he gets arrogant really quick. And he thinks he's mastered it. And so we're riding and we hit a hump. When we hit the hump, I say, hey, Ink, let it go. Like, light, Ink, light. He mashes it, and he turns it. When he turns it skinny, he turns it really quick. When he whips it really quick, it throws me off the back. And so as I'm in the air, I hit the ground. I roll. When I roll, I look up. My son has hit the ground. Four-wheeler hit the ground, right? I look at my son looking up in the sky. He's looking for God, right? My man panicking. And I look in the distance, and my wife, she coming. I'm talking about she in a full-blown sprint like from a movie. I'm like, oh no, it's bad. I get up, right? I run over to the four-wheeler. I stand it up. I grab my son. I'm like, bro, shake out of it, bro. Snap out of it. Snap out of it, right? He got a little cut on him, right? Like, snap out of it, bro. Let's go, let's go. I said, because if my wife makes it over here, she gonna make you think you got shot 25 times, right? And my wife coming. But we on 20 acres, so I got a little time, right? So I grab him, I dust him off. I sit him on the seat, right? I sit on the back of it, right? I say, Ink, crank it up. He cranks it up. I look at my wife, she's still coming. I say, Ink, go. He was like, Daddy, you want me to leave Mommy? I was like, you don't know what Mommy about to do when she get here. I said, go heavy. He mashes it. We spin out, he's gone. He screams out, Dad, that's the best thing ever. I said, I know, buddy. I said, now take it back up where Grandma and Mommy is. We're going to park it. Right? And we pull back up where they are, and they start grilling me. Why did you do that? Right? Why didn't you just stop? You always on this. You get knocked down, you get back up stuff. Now they giving it to me. They done reverse engineered the motivation. Right? They lighten me up. Why'd you do that? It's dangerous. Why didn't you do that? I was like, because if I would have let him just stay on the ground, that moment would have paralyzed him for the rest of his life. The adversity, the opposition, the impact of the moment, it would have paralyzed him for the rest of his life. It wasn't about my wife. It wasn't about the four-wheeler or the ATV. That moment wasn't about that. That moment was about teaching my son, when life knocks your butt down, you get back up and you go heavy on it. When life hits you with opposition, you get your butt back up and you go heavy on it. Right? When life hits you with a level of uncertainty and adversity, you get your butt back up and you go heavy on it.